Hey everyone, you made it to part 5 of Halfling Warper. I'm your host, Ultraviolent4. We just made our way out of this volcano where we found some pretty sweet stuff, although I realized that we've only got 7 sling bullets left. I think I may have left a good deal of our sling bullets in there. Oops. Anyway, we made it out with a Vestibulus of Flame. That's really good. These are they were formerly great slings, but these are the biggest slings. They're relatively rare, but they do more damage than a hunting sling, and it's only 2 extra skill from 12 to 14 to get to min delay. So we're going to do that, set a skill target. We're actually training it? Yeah, it even turns it on. We're going to focus it. It's only 2 more levels at +4 aptitude, so we'll get there pretty quickly. We're also going to just enchant weapon scroll that immediately. So we've got a +3 Vestibulus. Sweet. And what else did we get? We got a ringmail of fire resistance. Let's not... Oh, we're naked. Shh. Can probably sniff us. Baggins. Okay, well we avoided it. That's good. So we've got a +1 ringmail of fire resistance, which is better than our +0 ringmail of nothing, just in case you couldn't tell. And what's cool is now if we actually use our poison resistance, we've got RF as well. Nice. And I wanted to show you a picture of what a Vestibulus looks like, because I had no idea. It's a funny German sounding word. So I looked one up. Keep in mind that this is a one-handed weapon that a halfling who is small is especially adept at using. Ready? That's a Vestibulus. Can you imagine? And that is a fully sized human. Can you imagine using one of these guys with one hand and a shield? That is quite the impressive feat. But apparently that's what we're doing. So that's cool. Yep. And so we're going to do our less 6 now. I was thinking that maybe, because this is quite a dangerous less 6, that we might skip this floor and come back later. But I think we're probably okay. Particularly now with this Vestibulus, we've got extra damage. But also, it occurred to me, one of the most dangerous parts of this vault is that the siren can mesmerize you and pull you in. But we actually have imprison, which will break line of sight and break any mesmerization, and then we can escape. Already can first enemy, and you can immediately see the extra damage we do. We just 2-shot that hippogriff. It's still better though to stay away from the middle bit. That's where most of the dangerous monsters, the hydras and all that stuff will be. And we'll clear around it, going around the outside first. May as well check out this longsword. It's a longsword of flaming. Is that better than a longsword of holy wrath? Probably not. I don't know. Neither one of those is particularly amazing. Like the main... Oh man, we 2-shot crocodiles. I love it. We should be using our stones though, seeing as our sling bullets are now very rare and precious. Anyway, yeah, the main reason you want a flaming sword is for hydras, but if we're hitting hydras with a long sword with 1.3 long blades, we're gonna ask to die. More enchant weapon. Hang on, let's just get away from this stuff. Okay, I thought that might happen. So, this spiny frog could step to this tile and allow both monsters to hit me, but sometimes they're dumb. It's giving me flashbacks though to the human wanderer that broke a 9 win streak because I was planning on that same thing to happen, and then the monsters were too clever. I think intelligent monsters are better at making way for each other, but all monsters can. +4 for stimulus of flaming. That's so sick. We do so much more damage. It's amazing. Yeah, who needs a melee weapon? Let's just go slings all the way. Uh-oh. Okay, as long as we get in here, we can fight these one at a time. A shroud falls apart. Oh, why do you hurt so much? We have no RC, that is true. But, yeah, that was like half a health, that felt like. That's a death yak. That's maybe pushing the... No, that's not true. We've got blink and passage. Let's preemptively put down a passage. Okay, and then I guess we step into it. Probably we should be trying to get the... Oh man, we do so much damage. Also, let's not get frozen, because that's going to slow us down. And then we're in a lot of trouble. How do we deal with this guy then? We can shoot him here, but that also meant he could shoot us. The Death Yak's too scary to fight. Let's do another passage. Okay, that's maybe good, because then we just get rid of that guy. So what I'm going to do here, this is kind of a little bit of a trick. That passage is still there. So if we do another passage here, that takes us, well, it took us to the one that we didn't want, to this one, but that's okay, because you can go through that like a normal downstair and it will send us over there. So because it's the Rhyme Drake that I really care about. Okay, I was taking a shot at it. I was hoping we could just get him on his own, or the Death Yak on his own. That's okay too. Let's go just with some poison needles. The Rhyme Drake's back. And this is a dead end. A passage closed with a snap. We can prepare the next one. Okay, good. We got the Rhyme Drake. Okay, so now we can just mess around for as long as we want with passages and Death Yaks. They're just everywhere. We'll go through this one, it will take us out. We'll go through this one, it will take us out. Now we'll blink. And again. Okay, pretty cool. Some fancy Warper strats going on there. I can't remember ever using passage this much to just do silly things like that. Although there's probably a whole Death Yak pack here. So we'll see how we go. Sick. The damage is so good. Yeah, here we go. The poison worked pretty well. Spread it around a bit. This just feels so silly. That guy went away from us. We should have a shroud on. I don't want two of them to fight us at once. And we probably should be, yeah, passaging back this way. Nice. It works. And this is without any help from our god, who supposedly thinks that yaks, even death yaks, actually, I don't know, maybe death yaks are considered evil. I'm gonna guess not though. I'm trying to remember, Shining One doesn't give you extra piety for killing death yaks. So I'm gonna say Zin will not allow us to talk at them. We definitely have our poison on. Yep, good. That's a sea snake. They're scary. They're fast and they do enormous amounts of poison. So that's why I've switched to the sling bullets, because I'm considering that this guy can really hurt. They're even worse than black mambas, I would say. Yeah, can't even hit him. There we go. Okay, bad auto explore. Taking us into the middle. Let's get the Rhyme Drake. These yaks aren't too clever either. If they spread out, they could have swarmed us there. This is a really big floor as well. Our slings are already up to 13. There's invocations to 11. So what are we training? I think we're okay. We're basically... So the slings is just a temporary thing, but we're basically focusing our fighting for more HP, and we're sort of passively just training our invocations, dodging and armor. Or defenses, basically. Which is fine. Until we find some sort of compelling melee weapon, there's no hurry. Like our sling is so strong as it is. Wonder polymorph we can't use. That will make our god very angry. And he actually will get very angry. I think if you polymorph something, you get penance. Whereas if you quaff mutation potion, you'll lose piety. But if you polymorph, yeah, you'll get actually kicked out. Pretty sure. Looks like we've done most of the outside. Just checking our gold. We're still so far off the 1500 needed to get in the trove. It's one of those games where there's so much to buy in the shops, and then we happen to have Zin who's taking 1/10 of our gold. Like he's entitled to it. That's horrible. It just occurred to me. Oh dude, that's a shocker. So there's going to be a siren. It's either a siren or a Merfolk avatar, one of the two in here somewhere. It's a Merfolk avatar. She should have a pretty good chance to get us 22%. We have one ring of protection from magic, not the one ring, just a ring of protection from magic. So that helps us a bit. We'll see if we can get out. Okay, we're mesmerized now. I don't mind being in water fighting her, because you won't stumble your attacks with a ranged weapon. It's kind of OP. The danger is more that she holds us in, pulls us towards her, and there's a dire elephant or a couple of hydras or something like that in there. We're going to switch to sling bullets. Yep, so here comes the hydra. It's exactly what I was fearing. I think we imprison her. Okay, that breaks the mesmerization, and now we get out. The hydra is hot on our tail because it's faster in deep water. Okay, good. Man, we like 3 or 4 shot that hydra. Okay, there you are. She chased us. This isn't water. This is not your element. What are you doing here? We can't hit her anyway. I like how our memory of the map remembers that she was imprisoned there. Alright, so we got a bunch of things. There's a scroll of ID. I guess we could do the potion or the steaming leather armor. Let's see what potions we don't know. Are there any really important ones? Ambrosia, experience, magic might. Not really. Might's pretty good, but you don't get bonus damage for ranged weapons. And then experience is very unlikely. So I think let's go the steaming leather armor. It's a +2 leather armor. It's got our poison and some dex. I'm happier with the ringmail we have. Apparently box of beasts we're not allowed to use. I didn't know that. Must be an evil item. Scroll of vulnerability. Here's a glowing cloak. Some extra stones, sweet, and an enchant weapon. Enchant weapon immediately goes on our vestibulus. And I guess we test out the cloak. It's +0 and it's MR again. I would rather have extra MR than repel missiles. And I dare say that you should think that too. Not having MR is a good way to insta-die because you get paralyzed or you get banished or confused or something like that. Whereas repel missiles, I mean, it's nice when you repel stuff, but you're not going to insta-die without it. Our windrake poses a bit of a problem because it has deflect missiles naturally, so it's actually almost impossible to hit with a ranged weapon. This might be where we want the longsword of flaming. Do we really not have a dagger? No. I guess we can clumsily try to hit it with the longsword of wrath. Holy wrath. It's also not really working. And we've done all of layer 6. I think we leave it. We don't worry about it. Okay, we'll just pretend that it doesn't exist because we effectively can't kill it. Alright, so checking our shop again. Brand weapon is not a big deal. A vestibulus of flaming is fine. Probably I'd prefer the others. So if you ever get an elect ranged weapon, that's by far the most OP. But we also have spider, so a poison one would be fine. Velocity is fine too, particularly for later on in the game because you ultimately want to kill orbs of fire. And freezing is also pretty good because of how many, well again orbs of fire, but also how many cold-blooded things it slows. But I think it would be better just to hold, first of all hold our gold to try to get into the trove, but also because we don't know when and if we're going to see a melee weapon that makes us feel compelled to go towards it. And we might see a plain one. So we're about to go into Orc right now. There's one particular pan Orc ending that will sometimes have demon spawn, and they often just have plain demon weapons, in which case having the branding still be around is, I don't know, I want to say good, but that's so not really making the point very well. More valuable, I guess. Yeah, so it would be more valuable in that case than it would be rebranding this vestibulus now. Alright, so we're about to do Orc. One really nice thing is that we have 3 points of MR, so we're probably not going to get paralyzed and killed. I'm just thinking, is it better to have poison resistance on or extra protection from fire? Not really sure. Or even negative energy, because sorcerers hit you with draining bolts. I don't know, we'll start off with this and see how we go. Do you know how the orcs first came into being? They were elves once, taken by the dark powers, tortured and mutilated. A ruined and terrible form of life, and now perfected. I'm going to have a go at the Uruk-hai theme song. I've been practicing this one, so we'll see how we go. Ready? There we go. If you feel tempted right now to go actually look up that theme song and see how it actually goes, don't bother. Just trust me, that was pretty much perfect. That's exactly how it should go. Alright, into Orc. So yeah, Orcs used to be elves. That's pretty cool. What have we got here? A whole bunch of things that we're not allowed to use. Not too long ago, the +2 hunting sling of flaming would be pretty good. But yeah, we have cancellation. Yep. That's really Scrolls of Fog. We've got 2 of those. That's okay. I'm going to mark the cancellation because we might want it in the future. But yep, stuff's okay. Damn it, we're losing 1/10 of our gold. It's not fair. Also, no repel missiles, so this guy is a bit more dangerous. Just taking this slowly, just so we don't get 2-shot and die. Our damage is obscene. Okay. Something else to note. Oh, we're going again, are we? This is the only stair, right? No, there's another one. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do the other stair. But the thing to note is that our god actually does something once again. So we can now... Oh, sick. And our invocations are getting more powerful. You can see we started... what is it called? Reciting. What of the fetid masses? Struck down for their what? Their what? Anyway, a bunch of them were immediately paralyzed, so that's pretty sick. Oh man, we do so much damage. Okay, never mind. I was like, that's just a Cyclops. He's throwing rocks at us, whatever. Now it's 2 Cyclopses and a Stone Giant. We gotta go back up. Jeez, that stair is a nightmare. So it looks like the stair with just the Cyclops and the Troll is much less worse. Can we talk to the Troll? We can. He's lost in a daze. I like how when I hit tab here, the auto attack function is choosing to get the Orc Priest over the Cyclops. I'm not sure that I'd agree with that, but that might be correct because the Orc Priest is much flimsier, but also can smite and not miss. So maybe that is correct. Maybe the auto attack function has got this down and I don't. Alright, we know there's a Stone Giant. It's kind of terrifying. I'm going to check this up bit. Can you start reciting and then go downstairs? You finish reciting. I can't tell if it worked or not. What if I recite? There's no audience. Okay, so you can't do it. You can't start reciting and then take a stair. Here's our Stone Giant. He's not throwing rocks at us, which is a good sign. Indicates that he might be out, but we cannot fight him. He is way too scary. He's marked as red, and he can hit for up to 45 damage, which for a 99 max HP character is way too much. What we're going to do is passage up like this, and then as he runs at us here, we'll passage back up, and then we'll head back to those stairs over there. Just taking this really slowly, just in case he does have rocks. It seems like he doesn't. Maybe we could kill him. Is this too greedy? Using the sling bullets? I think we are killing him. Oh wow, we just, okay, straight up murdered that guy with our Vestibulus. That's crazy. Slings are OP, man. They are super OP. They're so good just at 0 skill, but when you've actually got them trained, they're really strong. I'm just thinking if I want to carry the scimitar around, so if we get situations like the Windrake before, we can actually effectively fight. Let's recite. I got out of practice, but we should be spamming this thing. How are we going for gold? Only 600? Man. It's supposed to get heaps in here. I guess Sin's taking his cut, but still. 700? That's not good enough. An armor shop. There's another embroidered cloak. For 121 gold, we could get a buckler, which is very tempting. But still, I want to save the gold. I know there was there's a +1 buckler of positive energy. Actually, if we're going to be buying a buckler, it's going to be that one, not the plain one. It's only 81 gold more. So this is bringing us into the end vault. I don't want to do that quite yet. I'd rather explore up here. We do have immolation, good. I just wanted to check. Here's an Etten. Speaking of really tanky things that we don't want hitting us, Etten's pretty high up that list. Wink. It's alright, we can kite him with our passage strats. This is actually pretty OP. Oh, we just got marked. Oh boy. I'm gonna imagine that was probably the One Ring calling out to Sauron to tell his riders where we are, so they know we're here. Let's recite. There's another Etten. No, okay, that passage closed like right as we went to it. There's also a ghost. Okay, I was so greedy there. I was thinking the Etten's nearly dead. We can just kite him around a bit. But yeah, we're still marked. That was a very bad mistake. Stello 111's ghost. A formicid fighter of Escaio who can only do 16 damage. Okay, that's interesting. So we had a D8 octopode ghost who can do 50 damage, and then this Orc 2 ghost can do, I think that's basically no, it's not quite the minimum damage, but that's very low. What do we do here? If I blink and it takes us up, we're in a lot of trouble. I really don't want to get hit by an Etten. At max rolls, I'm pretty sure he could one-shot us. He's got 45 plus the dire flail, and then another 45 in the dire flail. We have 21 EV and 16 AC, so it's very unlikely that would happen. But still. Maybe we could use one turn to put a passage down. We could also just imprison him and then walk away. Is that better? I'm going to say yes. We can't do it because we are standing right next to him. It's alright when monsters are next to the thing you want to imprison, but it does not work when it's you. Alright, so we're doing passage. Okay, we just lost half our HP. At this point, I think we just lose a blink scroll. Because in order to get back to this passage, we're going to give him more shots at us. So yeah, this is completely my own fault. I could have just not killed the Etten before and gone upstairs, but due to greed, we now lose a blink scroll. Okay, let's pick the other stair. The one where there's probably not an Etten camping it. There's probably not an Etten, he's right next to it. Why? Why are you next to this stair? Oh my god. Alright, well I think we go back up. There's so much nonsense here. Maurice always has a wand, so while we have good MR, it's still possible if we got really unlucky and he had a paralysis wand that he could just kill us. So let's go back up. Etten did not hit us, that's good. Okay, by walking like that, either he has to spend a turn switching with the Orc Wizard, or he just waits, in which case we make a gap between us. And then now we can start our passage nonsense. We passaged him. Great. It actually is pretty great. I just kill the Orc Wizard because then we don't have to worry about him doing any nonsense. Oh man, we actually 3-shot him. Vestibulas is nutty. Nutty, nutty, nutty. I went to the wrong stair. I should have checked first. I'm trying to get us killed. If these guys all have large rocks, are we gonna die? God, I'm dumb. Let's take this really slowly. Okay, I think we're good. I should have checked first. I thought this was the stair that was okay. Oh man, the damage. One of them threw something and just nailed the orc that was behind him. This orc is nearly dead due to that tomahawk. I don't know who threw that, but that was savage. Oh man, the Book of Callings. Really want Spire. We gotta eat, we're starving. Good old Zin. Go to the orcish mines and then you start starving. Okay, is this the stair? Yes, we can go to this one. Okay, that's fine. There's another Eden. Okay, so it's not as crazy as I thought. Because I knew we left the Eden here, and then it just was inconceivable that he would have wandered back to this stair. But now it makes more sense. In that case... Why does he seem so fast? He's a Formicid. He's definitely not fast. They literally cannot be fast. Well, whatever's at this stair, it's got to be better than Etten, right? It's Maurice. Okay, he's trying to polymorph us. So he did have a Hex Wand, but not the para. We're going to put C Invis on instead of Poison Resistance so that he doesn't do his Invis shenanigans. He did not have a magic cloak. Okay, he often does. Not this time. I guess... I feel like poison... positive energy is probably better than our poison in here. Ow. This is like the big ranged rock guy themed floor. I actually kind of wish that still had the repel missile scarf on. I've changed my mind. This is worse. I'm hoping that's the same N and not another one. Also, this ghost. Is he just really weak? I'm not sure. We're gonna make a shroud all the same. He can't follow us upstairs, so we can fight him here. And with his max 16 damage shots, he can't really kill us. Also, we're out of stones, so really this isn't gonna work. Wait, we have a longsword of Holy Wrath. I don't know if this is gonna work. I feel like it's probably not. He convulsed. Maybe it's working. No, let's go. Let's reset. Okay, he left. Are we really... Oh, it's because I fired stones everywhere here. Alright, I was going to say, if we mulched all these stones, we're in a lot of trouble. But not the case. I don't remember... Okay, our magic aptitudes. We're terrible at transmutations, which is good, because our god hates any transmutations. We're pretty bad at necromancy and summonings. pretty bad at hexes and conjurations, terrible at spellcasting, and kind of okay at everything else. Right. So this is the Olgreb's book. Very good in Spider, of course. There's another book with Summon Lightning Spire in it. That's probably... We're not allowed to do anything with the Book of Unlife except to recall. And party tricks. We've got everything we want in there. Except maybe Summon Butterflies is pretty handy as well. But we don't need that. I don't know why I've never done this before. It's actually super legit. Passage of Golubria kiting. Alright, let's go round 2. We've got stones again. We can try. Our stones aren't strong enough to hurt him. I lied, they are. He also just pretty handily breaks our shroud. I lied again. I should say, we're definitely not killing him. It worked. So I just need to say the opposite of what I want to happen, and then it will. Meme it into reality. Here's another glowing Vestibulus. That's crazy. That's an artifact spear. If we weren't saving up gold to get the singing sword and trove, I might consider the ancient spear. I might also just insta-buy this glowing Vestibulus, but again, the one we've got's pretty good, so we're not in a hurry. But before the game's out, we probably should try that. We're very rapidly approaching 1200 gold, by the way. Hey, 19 sling bullets, sick. Another Wand of Ice Blast with 6 charges in it is pretty good. Let's mark that. And Wand of Confusion, we don't have any Hex Wand. It's probably pretty good. We already fought... who was the other one? The Kobold. I always forget her name. Sonya. We killed Sonya already, but if we ever meet Nessos, he's a similar sort of character who you want to be able to hex, but again, we want to just keep our gold. Is that it? We didn't even make it to 1200. Man, I feel so sad. I didn't realize that Zin... He can't. He's taking 10% of our gold, so it's like he's taken, you know, probably 120, and then he took 10% initially. I don't know. That feels like a fairly low gold orc. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. But anyway, we're pretty close. We need about 90 more to get into the trove. We've definitely done all our downstairs, right? And there's one over here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a bit sad. There's also nothing else in the shops here in Orc that's extremely exciting. So I guess, yeah, we're just saving our gold for trove. So let's head into the dungeon. We've got a few more floors to go before we start doing our lair branches. You've never seen Portal Projectile, right? No, just Portal to the Trove. Yeah, that's fine. This guy's shooting needles at us, which is good because it's going to give us some extra ones. We gained 4. And we may as well pick up this Father Floods. Even with no evocations training, it's still a pretty good one. Oh yeah, we should be reciting. Found 1 gold to Zin tithe it. Where's our 1 gold? I didn't even see us picking it up. Oh, here. No, we did gain 1. He didn't tithe it. Alright. That'd be so sad. I need my cart model. Now that we're out again, I think the poison resistance ring is probably better than the negative energy. We're much more likely to see poison enemies here in dungeon than we are ones with negative energy. Slings are so nutty. Okay, so our base strength is 16. Unless we're planning on wearing plate armor, which I guess is possible, we probably want int over strength. Is that true? And then we have our gloves of strength. They do help, but I mean, if we're ever lucky enough to find gloves of archery, those strength gloves will be gone in a second. Definitely not dex. It's between strength or int. I'm gonna say int. I don't know. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer, but I think we're probably not likely to go into armor so heavy that it's plate armor or, heavier than that. So we probably have roughly enough strength. We've got plenty to be casting in one of the dragon armors. Man. Normally those guys are rough because they have so much AC, but our Festivus is just so much damage. Hey, I never noticed, but our auto skill trainer, our skill target trainer thing turned it off at 14. So yeah, we're at min delay. You can keep training slings higher if you want. It will give you a slight damage bonus and a slight accuracy bonus, but neither's really that exciting. Yeah, I'll probably leave it here at 14, which is the min delay value. And so we're really just going fighting armor dodging. Maybe we should focus invocations. Where are we going next? Probably after the dungeon we'll be going into Spider. And in Spider, again, the spiders you won't be able to recite to, so I guess we're not in a huge hurry for more invocations right now. Okay, convinced. How's our gold? Nearly. Do these guys one at a time. If I'm being really optimal, probably should shroud every time before we go down a set of stairs. Troll Leather Armor gives us extra regen, but I think I'd rather just have the ringmail and fire resistance. Let's have a look. So we're 1622 for AC and EV. This is 1424. We're losing 2 AC, getting for 2 EV, and we're trading a protection of a point of RF for some extra regen. I think I'm happier in the ringmail. But Troll Leather Armor is a very good armor for a character like this. Let's go a potion, magic. Okay, Manticore. It's a bit of a sneak preview of shoals that we're going to have to do later. That is a Yaktor captain. We're just going to walk back to the stair. That's pretty terrifying. We could probably fight him with our 4 sling bullets maybe. Oh man, we do so much damage. It's actually just insane. We should not be fighting Yaktor captains so easily at this point in the game. There's Francis. She's marked as red. Her main issue is that she's got Iron Shot. And that does... Her Iron Shot, I think, max damage is over 90. Not 9,000, just 90. I'm pretty sure the priest got paralyzed rather than never woke up. Potion of Ambrosia. Checking the hatch because it's optimal. Come on, we just need to... Oh, right. Should not have come back to this stairway. This is where Francis is. And this one is close? No, that's the okay one. Okay, we get Zin piety out of killing the ugly things. That took us to 6 points of piety. That's cool. He doesn't like ugly things because they're chaotic. What do our spells look like? I wonder if we could go into something as heavy as a chainmail and still be able to cast our passage and blink. Well, it's not time to find out just yet because we've got to get away from Frances before she hastes, makes a bunch of demons, and then iron shots us. Also, passage is so crazy. This is what you do when you're doing a turn count speedrun, by the way. You just walk everywhere like this through your passages. Let's see if she comes. She's hasted. She keeps blocking it with the chaos spawns. Okay, we can jump in here. She's nearly dead. No, it's not worth it. We're gonna die. Don't want to make the greed play. They're starving. Looks like there's a Yaktor vault here on this floor. That's interesting. Go away. I'm glad we didn't meet them at the same time as Francis. And centaurs? Yeah, ever since we took off the repel missile scarf, I feel like the game's been trying to rub it in that repel missiles is actually really good. How do we deal with this many centaurs at once? I don't know. Just keep doing this until they run out of arrows, maybe? I'm not sure that's a good idea. Yeah. I think what we should do, and this would have let us kill Francis the first time probably, is identify our wand of acid and then recharge it. Yeah, that's what we should have done. And we got 2 charges out of it. Nice. Rolling strong on the recharge RNG. Alright, let's have another go. She already hasted herself. That's a good start. Let's take this slowly, just in case we do get an iron shot to the face. We failed it. Not what you want. Yeah. There we go. She had another longsword of Holy Wrath. Maybe it's better than our other one. It is. Fair enough. It's an upgrade. And actually, I forgot again, but I doubt it would have affected her because of her high hit dice, but should have been reciting at her. Book of Conjuration's not that amazing. We're so close to 1200 gold. I just want to get there. Man, are slings ridiculous or what? Okay, we've got to be a bit wary of the wizard, although not really. If he's got paralyze or banish, it's only a 2% chance to get us. So that's okay. Oh man, yeah, our sling damage is nutty. What's our gold? That was a stack of 2 gold. Okay, we need to be reciting against these. They're the chaotic type, so Zin will like it when we kill these guys. We're nearly dead too, so let's go up. We need 4 gold, please. It's 4 gold. Yes. Okay, we got it. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop there. So if you join me in the next one, we've got enough. Oh, we need 1500. No. Oh my god. After all that, I thought it was only 1200. It's actually 1500. Oh, we're actually ages off getting into the trove. Oh, all this time. Well, I'm sorry. I hyped you up, and then now I'm gonna have to let you down. I was gonna say join me in the next one, and we'll go into the trove. That might be true, but certainly not at the start. Damn. Well, we'll be finishing off the dungeon and then getting our first rune. Well, that's the plan anyway. Can't really trust my plans any longer, right? See ya.